Hello class. Instead of us going on to example 2, I want to come back to section B where we had the definition of an algebraic equation. Okay, there's an exception to the equation that I did not state the last time that you looked at the earlier video. Again, an algebraic equation is a statement that two expressions and then it's comma, where at least one of the expressions are algebraic are equal. Now, the reason why I put in this exception is because of this algebraic equation here. On this side here, we have the expression x minus 5, which is an algebraic expression, but it's equal to 8. 8 is not an algebraic expression, but this whole equation here is considered to be an algebraic equation. So what happens is this here. As long as one of your expressions of the equation is algebraic, then the whole equation is algebraic. That is why I put this exception here. Now, I took the liberty of examples 2 and 3 of filling it in already. Actually, I did that for 2, 3, and 4. Okay, the reason why I did that was to expedite a little time. Okay, now, with example 2, it says, is 8 a solution to the equation? 3 times the parenthesis of x plus 2 equals 20. Now, the first thing we need to do is substitute in 8 for x, which we did here. Okay, now, we brought down our 3. We substitute in 8 for x, brought down our plus 2 equals 20. We do what's inside this parenthesis first. 8 plus 2 is 10. And then we take 3 times 10, which is 30. We bring our 20 down, and 30 is not equal to 20. So our answer is no. Now we go down to problem number 3. Here, it asks us, is 2 a solution to the equation? We will substitute in 2 for x, and this time it's on both sides of the equal sign. So we will have 3 times 2 minus 6, and 5 times 2 minus 10. Substitute in 2 where the x's were in the original equation. 3 times 2 is 6. We bring down our minus 6. 5 times 2 is 10. We bring down our minus 10. 6 minus 6 is 0, and 10 minus 10 is 0. So your answer here is yes. Now, looking down here, I kind of skipped a little bit. But coming back up here to number 4. With number 4, this requires a little bit more work. We have 3 different numbers in this number set. It said which of the numbers in the set 2, 4, 6 are solutions to the equation 9x minus 11 equals 5 times x plus 1. So what we have to do, we have to write this out 3 times using the same equation. However, each of the times we will use one of the numbers. Like in this first set here, I substitute in 2 for x. The second set, I substitute in 4 for x. And the last set, I substituted in 6 for x. So, we go through and substitute in 2 for x. We have 9 times parenthesis 2 minus 11 equals 5 times the parenthesis of 2 plus 1. 9 times 2 is 18. We bring down our minus 11, and we bring down our equal sign. We have 5 and the parenthesis 2 plus 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. Now 18 minus 11 is 7. 5 times 3 is 15. We know 7 does not equal 15, so your answer is no. Now, we do the same thing, but this time we substitute in 4 for x. So we have 9 times 4, which is 36, and we bring down our minus 11. We have our 5, but we substitute in 4 for x, and in this parenthesis we have 4 plus 1, and that becomes 5. 36 minus 11 is 25, and 5 times 5 is 25. 25 does equal 25, so your answer is yes. Now, unlike this problem, you won't know if this third number works until you try it. You can obviously see that it says no, but you still should try it. Okay, so now we will substitute in 6 here. We will substitute in 6 for x. So we have 9 times 6, which is 54. Bring down our minus 11. In this parenthesis, we substitute in 6 for x. 6 plus 1 is 7, and 5 times 7 is 35. 54 minus 11 is 43, and 43 does not equal 35, so your answer is no. Now, the final way you will write out your answer is this here. You will write 4 is the only value that is a solution to this equation. Now, we go right below this to section C. Now, what we have here is this chart. I did not fill out the whole chart. I gave you plenty of examples of what addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, the words that you will see in most of your story problems. Now, for addition, we have plus, add, more than, sum, added to, increased by, total, all the way to division, where we have quotient, divide, equally distributed, half, divided into, divided by, and per. Knowing these words here will help you solve just about every last story problem that you come in contact with, because they have these key words in them. So what we are about to do, when we scroll down here, you would just need to flip to your next page. We are going to do some examples. Okay, so we would start with example 1. Okay, example 1. It says the difference of 4 and a number. Now, according to your chart, difference is subtraction. So the difference of 4 and a number is 4 minus x. Now, number 2, it says 4 less than a number. Now, let's think about this. It says 4 less than a number. Now, a lot of people will write down the same thing that we wrote for problem number 1. Well, let's use a real life application here. If I said 4 less than your age, what would go first? Yes, you're right. Your age would go first. So that means that a number goes first. So that means we put x first minus 4. This is 4 less than a number. Okay, number 3, the quotient of 4 and a number. Now, quotient means division. But since we are starting to get into the upper levels of math, when we write out our quotient here, typically we will write it out as a fraction when we're writing an expression. So the quotient of 4 and a number is 4 divided by x, or 4 over x. Now, number 4, the difference of twice a number and 4. So difference we know means subtraction. Twice means multiplication. So the difference of twice a number, so we will put twice a number and 4. So that's where the difference comes in. So we'll have 2x minus 4. So that is the difference of twice a number and 4. We need to scroll up here. We have quite a few more examples to do. So we come to example 5. The quotient of a number in 3 increased by 6. Okay, the quotient of a number in 3, we know a number is x, and 3 is just 3. So we have x divided by 3. It says increased by 6. Increased by means addition. So it's increased by 6. Okay, now, so we have x over 3 plus 6, and we're done. Number 6, 12 subtracted from 8 times a number. Now, first of all, we need to know if the 12 goes in the front or if the 12 goes in the back of the subtraction sign. Okay, let's use that example we used before about your age. If you had 12 subtracted from your age, what would go first? You're correct. Your age would go first. So we need to put this first here, the 8 times the number. So it'll be 8x minus 12. So that's 12 subtracted from 8 times the number. Now we go to number 7. 4 times the sum of a number and 5. So if you look here, it says 4 times the sum of a number and 5. That would mean we would need to add these first, then multiply it by 4. So the sum of a number and 5 is x plus 5. Now to take 4 times that value, you would need to put this in parentheses. So we know whenever we have a parenthesis, we do what's inside parentheses first, and then we do what's on the outside. So this is 4 times the sum of a number and 5. Now number 8, it says 3 less than the product of a number and 2. Now if I said 3 less than your age, you would do what first? You're right, you would do your age first. So we need to do the product of a number and 2. So the product of a number and 2 is actually 2x. We typically don't write x2. We'll write the number first and then x. And 3 less than that is subtract 3. So we will have 2x minus 3. Now, our last example is 7 divided into the difference of 10 and a number. Now, it says 7 is divided into the difference of 10 and a number. Now, we must take the difference of 10 and a number, which is 10 minus x, and 7 is divided into this. So we would divide this whole expression here by 7. So 10 minus x is all divided by 7. And that is it. Thank you.